you wouldn't have cavities. If brushing and flossing really worked, dentists have recommended it again and again to people that struggle with cavities. But if you see a persistent struggle, you know brushing and flossing hasn't been enough. You need to get to the root cause of what's going on. For people who consistently get cavities, they have an acid problem. Acid is coming from a bacteria that lives on their teeth, coming from the foods they eat and drink. If you want to get serious about treating cavities, you need to get serious about getting rid of the acid. If it's foods, it's the frequency with which you're consuming carbohydrates, or it's the acidity of what you're consuming. Are you sipping on a sugar-free Red Bull throughout the day, or coffee, tea, sodas, electrolyte drinks? All these kinds of things can start the demineralization process. But then what really happens is there's bacteria that live on your teeth, and if you've got an overabundance of one called strep mutans, that will consume any carbohydrate you consume and turn it into acid, and that acid will eat away at your teeth. So the real way to solve the problem isn't just to try and brush those away and hope your biofilm changes, because your oral microbiome tends to be very steady. What you want to do instead is use an ingredient like xylitol. Xylitol is a natural sweetener. It comes in gums, mints, toothpaste, and mouthwash. And if you get enough xylitol every day, you could dramatically change your oral microbiome. You can get rid of strep mutans, that acid-producing nasty bacteria that causes problems for so many people, and let healthy bacteria grow in its place. What I recommend is you find a high xylitol content gum. Look for gums that actually tell you how much xylitol is in there. Epic's my favorite. There's over a gram of xylitol in every single piece. So you just need 2 pieces after each meal and you're set to get 6 grams of dentist recommended xylitol every day.